Good deal. Welcome, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. Uh, I'm really thrilled. There you go, Janet. Hey, good to see you. Thanks so much for being here. All right. And can't hear you because your sound's off, but that's fine. That's fine, hon. And Donna West is here. Yay. Good deal. Got a nice little group of people tonight. A few things that I wanted to mention. I have some notes here. First, this Tuesday, this coming next Tuesday, Tuesday, it's the 22nd through the 25th. It's an hour and a half a day for 4 days. And it's a workshop on your functional intuition and understanding. And it's going to be just phenomenal. People tell me that they love the workshops, and if you should need any help financially, talk to Lynn. She knows what to do, and she'll put up her email address. And she's on the other side of the world in Canada, and in her little shack, and she has a coat wire hanging up that she gets a signal from. And she also has a lot of snow there, probably like about 4 or 5 feet. Is that correct, Lynn? In a little well?
No, the snow is all gone. I'm so lucky. So the polar bears went away, and now we have black bears.
Oh, good. And she has a dog in her well and whatever.
And wolves.
Then wolves.
She has wolves.
Yes. Little mink and all kinds of things she farms. So, all right.
Lots of critters.
A lot of critters. And she does her clothing in the well. So, and she puts it down in the bucket, rinses it a couple times, brings it back up. And there you go. That's right, the crank. Oh, you modernized with the crank, huh? A hand crank.
Punch for Mike Tyson.
Does somebody have a radio on?
Yeah, we're taking care of that. All right. So, all right. Other than that, we got the that workshop. Please do take advantage of it. It's going to be an awesome workshop on your functional intuition, and it'll be an understanding and practice as well. And then you can take it out in the world or use it with yourself without ever letting anyone know what you're doing, whatever. And it's going to be an awesome workshop. Please do take advantage of that. And then we have the Healing Circle now weekly. It's on Tuesday at this time. And then we have the, let me see here. The gathering is every other week. So next week will be the gathering on Wednesday at 7 o'clock on the same thing of Facebook and also with Zoom. Do take advantage of that. I answer questions and I work with a couple people as well if there is time. Then I do see people by appointments, either Zoom or telephone or FaceTime. So if you do wish an appointment with me, let me know. And I'll give you a choice of times or whatever. First go to the website and sign up for an appointment, and then contact me and we'll set up a date and time. And let me see here. The appointments last for about an hour, up to an hour, I should say. Some people are really happy within 15 minutes or 30 minutes. Or some people have questions also that they want to ask. So it goes up to an hour. And then we have, I'm going to Phoenix next month. The appointments are starting to build already. If you want any appointment with me in the Scottsdale area, there'll be 2 healing circles that will be offered for free, and then appointments in Scottsdale. And if you do want the appointment with me, let me know as soon as possible. The times are starting to go. And talk to Sue Cavus. And if Lynn's still there, she may not be now. She may have cut off.
She's here.
Is she? Where?
Hello.
Yeah, she's there.
I don't even see her. Oh my God. She's not even on my screen.
I've got magical powers.
Oh,
now. I
there
can
you
make
are.
myself
You're right in the
invisible.
center. God, it is magical powers.
I can blend
Good buddy to
in.
see those magical powers.
It's the camouflage.
All right. Can you put up Sue's contact information?
I can, but I'm also going to be sending out a video replay email, and I'm going to make sure that all that information is in there.
Okay, good. And please put it up, though, in case people don't watch this. And thanks, Lynn. I appreciate that. And also your contact information if people want to go to the workshop and need help. And if you need help with the appointments, contact me directly, please. You can get my phone number off of the website. It will be available. And let's see, anything else? I can't think of anything. But I will be in Phoenix on the 17th through the 19th doing appointments. I got it all scheduled out for all kinds of stuff and appointments. So the appointments are the majority of the thing. Do take advantage of the appointments if you are in the Phoenix area, Scottsdale area. Thanks so much, Lynn. It's on the sidebar if you have access to that. All right. Well, first of all, I wanted to ask, are there any questions or any comments you would like to ask me before we start here with the Healing Circle? Please feel free. Anyone, please. Crystal, anything?
Yes, actually, I do. I do. I would like to say thank you for my friend Rena, who's 90. The last Healing Circle, she was having a hard time and I was very concerned about her. She was getting very weak and it was going on and for a long time. And you gave her a blessing, a healing, and it's like someone has injected her with life force. I've been noticing, like, every time I see her since then, and I spent some time with her this morning, it was just amazing. I'm just like watching what's coming out of her from the inside and the way she's speaking and the more power that she has. And she doesn't even know why.
That's okay. We don't have to tell her.
I won't.
And you know, one thing that I've learned is that you know, people always ask me, does a person have to give you permission? Is it wrong if they don't? It's not wrong to do good. And when we're doing good, we're doing God. And we're allowing that to flow. And that's all that really matters. In what I refer to as God, you may refer to it as Source, the Nameless One, Creator, whatever. And God doesn't care what you call it. You can call it he, she, it, you know, whatever. And you don't need permission to give someone a blessing or to ask for their healing. And you don't need to tell them that you're doing it either. So, hey, Mary James, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. And so, you know, it's all up to us how much we want to do. And, you know, if we want to extend ourselves to someone else. And, you know, God's not going to punish us if we don't. God's not going to punish us if we do. So I think it's all in the use of that energy that's given to us so freely. And what moves that energy is the spirit of it all. And people have various names for it. And so it doesn't matter what you call any of it. As long as you're trusting, that's all that really matters. That's the way I operate. So let me see here. And I'll take your comment in a moment, Apprentice. And I know who the apprentice is. I know her name, but I'm not going to say it because she asked me not to. So, but I know who you are. And let me see here. Any other comments or questions?
Hello?
Thank you, Crystal. Yes, hi. Go ahead, Don.
Hi, I just want to say my internet is very unstable, so I may go in and out or I may just disappear.
That's fine.
I hope not.
If you disappear, I hope you come back.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. All right. And don't worry about it, Donna. And any other comments or questions before we book you here? Please.
Hello?
Hello. All right. We'll get back with you, Donna. Don't worry about it. And so let's see. Anything, please. And Donna, you're on 2 different channels here. You're on a phone and a computer, I think. So that might be messing it up. And all right.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, please, Tamara.
Hi. I just wanted to say thanks for the healing last time with that pain I was getting.
Yes.
It's mostly always gone. It comes back very rarely. But
Good.
like you said, I just let it go and dismiss it, and
Yes, when it does come back, yes.
it goes away. So
Yeah, and it'll go away, just, eventually get
Yeah.
less and less and further in between those times.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
very cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Thank you
It
so
is
much.
cool. You're welcome.
Awesome. All righty. Any other final questions or comments? I'd love to hear them before we start here, and then we'll boogie. Yes, please, Donna, turn on your mic. Turn on your mic. I can't hear you.
Maybe not. See?
There you go.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay.
It's like the
My
commercial.
pain was gone for you worked on my neck last week and it was gone until yesterday and now it's back.
And I can't wait to
Whatever.
see you in Phoenix or the Scottsdale area.
Yes, I will be there.
Good.
I will
Awesome.
be there.
Awesome. Yeah, and we'll work with the pain again a little bit today. And what happens sometimes, these are quickie
Okay.
healings, as I call them, and they might last for maybe 5 minutes or for the rest of your life. And I don't know, if I spend time with a person in an appointment, whether in person or on the Zoom or FaceTime or telephone, it's more empowered. And it functions differently, even though those times in the telephone and Zoom and FaceTime, they're still very powerful and they work with people. There's something that's different with in person. I don't know what it is. Healings happen regardless, but there's something different. I'm not sure what. You may hear
Okay.
while I'm doing this that when I'm working with a person, you may hear a chirping or you may hear a high-pitched frequency. That's not me doing anything. It's just, it's what I refer to as the spirit happening, moving through the person. And when I'm working with you, you may not hear it, but other people will hear it. And I don't know how this all happens. It's a strange phenomenon for me. And people always just tell me about it. And I never hear anything that y'all will hear. And but I'll just sense a energetic that's happening, and I call that spirit moving through. And so, all right. Final question or comment, please. I'd
Art?
love it. Yes, please, Lindsay.
Well, my leg is better than what it was. Absolutely, like where you broke it up, but I'm
Yes.
I'm still really limping.
You're what? I'm sorry.
Limping.
Okay. Have you done any of the things that we've talked about?
Oh, walking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
I've been exercising.
Yes, that's what's going to be needed. And to help, in my perception, I know nothing medically, but in my perception, that's going to want to help the nerve that's reacting in there and creating a irritation and muscle and all like that. It's going to help develop all that stuff. That's
Yeah.
just my
Some of the muscle pain has gone away completely,
good.
but then some muscles are still real sore.
Okay.
So,
All righty. Well, first, I'll get with you first. So tell me something. Where on your leg are you experiencing that, please?
It's not in my leg. on my, it's my butt, like a butt muscle.
Okay, all righty. Close your eyes for a moment.
Okay. Oh, and it's my left.
Okay, I already knew.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, is there any way to test it now to determine if it's any different or it's the same or worse or what?
Um,
Real briefly, please.
yeah. I don't know if I'm describing it right, but
But are you experiencing anything different, the same or worse or better or what, hon?
was easier to get up.
Good.
Yeah, it's still, yeah, I think this is a butt muscle.
I don't know. But
Yeah.
no pun intended. All right, let's see what develops from this if it's different in several minutes from now.
Okay.
All right, awesome. So some people may feel a change most immediately or within 5-10 minutes or walking down the street 2 weeks or 2 months later, they may say, oh my God, when did this leave me? If that should be the situation or anything in between. I'm sorry, Lindsay, real briefly.
I would love it.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful, but keep doing what we talked about on the appointments, okay, hon?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm walking.
You rock. Good. And up and down those stairs. Awesome.
Oh,
Awesome. All righty. And I forgot to mention one thing, the only thing I forgot to mention, if you find it within your heart to go to the website and there's a place that says gifting and supporting, please feel free to give from your heart. It really matters. All right. Not only for me, but for you as well. It's like an opening that you're experiencing within yourself as well. So, all right, let me see here. The Apprentice wrote, a few minutes ago, I was contacted by a childhood friend, Linda, whom I've kept in touch. A mutual childhood friend of whom I've not seen in 50 years, recently died. Please pray for Linda's well-being. For me, general well blessing, please. Sure. This is for Linda's well-being. And what she's going to, and I did, and what I perceived was that, and what I asked for, and what I perceived, I should say. She's going to go through a realization you'll see, and when you talk with her next, if you should, that she's, it's her place to love even greater and deeper. And that's what she'll get out of this. And it's good for her. It's very, very good for her. And there'll be a wonderful gladness in knowing that person as well. But the purpose of what's happening, of her experience, is to love deeper. And it's going to be like an awakening for her. So that's all that I can say. And for you, I'll ask a blessing, please, of well-being. I just keep seeing you cracking up. So that's all I see. And in your laughters and bursting out laughing. So that's your well-being for me. So, all right, I'm going to start from my bottom, which will probably be your top. I'm going to start from my bottom up. Diana, hey, how you doing? Turn your mic on. Turn your mic on. There you go.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, how are you, my dear friend?
Well, I've been through some things, so
Tell me one thing that I can work with on physically, physiologically.
okay, my melanoma came back on my cheek, so they did surgery on that. And I'm having a CT scan Thursday to see if the immunotherapy helped. And like in my left groin, there was some there. But I don't know if it's gone or not. So I really need a blessing for this.
All right. And what do you want a blessing for?
To be rid of the melanoma. It just keeps coming back. And maybe a blessing for me to figure out spiritually or whatever, is
Now,
it physical or is it spiritual, that it keeps coming back.
screw the spiritual. Screw it. I'm telling you, it's happening in your body. And spiritually, you can blame it on a spiritual and then take it personal of something you're not learning or doing right or whatever. Screw that out of the aspect of it, please. What you're doing is you're taking care of the situation through going through the medical discourse, whatever it should be. And, you're following the steps. Don't fall prey to the destructive thoughts of it. Don't fall prey to the worry of it. Don't fall prey to the anger within yourself. Don't fall prey to any of that stuff. Does that make sense so far?
Yeah, how do you keep from doing that?
By trusting something so much greater within you. You have this spiritual body that was created first, and it had a definite pattern, form, and shape of a spiritual being within you that your body evolved from in its memory, from soul experience, whatever, doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay.
And so trust that's alive and well within you. And if the more you can focus on that, the greater you'll feel within yourself. And the more understanding and realization that will come to you, the greater health will come to you. Focus on your spiritual body that is alive and well. And your body's an extension of that. Like when you push out your hand or move your leg, know that the spiritual body is doing it first because you had the intent of doing it, so it's going to do it first.
Oh, okay.
Focus on that within you.
Okay.
Individually. Very, very important. The first time I ever experienced that, many, 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 many years ago, I left my order I went AWOL for a few months to see if what I was learning in the order was real, or if it was a mass hypnosis or whatever. I was experiencing all these fantastic miracles, whatever. And I wanted to see if this is really, really real, or if it was hypnosis or just talking me into believing this stuff. So here I am. I was in Chicago after I'd left, went to Chicago, and then I was walking down the street and in this little college area, university area, and there was all these storefronts, and one sign said Tai Chi upstairs. And back in the 60s, I never heard of Tai Chi before. I didn't know what Tai Chi was. And so, and there was a big finger painted on the sign going upstairs. So I went upstairs and I saw this huge gymnasium floor. And on the side were bleachers that were just filled with people. And it was real quiet in the room. And in the center of the room, maybe, I don't know, 20 to 50 people in these white uniforms doing this slow motion dance, it looked like. And they were all doing it together. I thought, wow, that's pretty. And so I walked around and there was no space left, but I went in between these two really big dudes and I inched my way in and they moved over disgruntled like. And then I was watching them, these people on the floor doing this really slow motion dance. It was really weird looking. And I was just fascinated with it. I was just mesmerized in it all. And so as I was watching them, after about maybe 2 or 3 minutes, all of a sudden I saw all these light bodies pop out of these people and they were doing the movement before the people did it.
Oh, wow.
It blew me away.
Yeah.
And I hit the guy next to me. I said, "Did you see that?" And he looked at me really weird. And so I figured, I was just saying it. But what I learned out of it is that we have this thing within us that's a spiritual body that if we have intent in our life, like we can focus, then we're giving life to that whatever we're focusing on. And that's what's going to be important for you. Let that be full of life. Everything else is a concern. It's a worry. That's implanted within you. That's your memory. You don't want to go with that. That's your dilemma, your drama, your trauma. You don't want to go with that, hon. I'm telling you, Diana. Otherwise, you're living in that. And you're putting what you refer to as spiritual to the side. Screw spirituality. Focus on that. That's more real for you. That spiritual body, not what you haven't or have accomplished or haven't done or is not correct. That's only going to sabotage you in your life.
So I need to focus on giving life to.
No, you don't give life to anything. What you're doing is focusing on the life that's already there.
Oh, okay. Focus on the life. Okay.
Yeah. Only God gives life. If you're greater than God and you do it, great. Focus on the life that's already there.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right. And let me ask a real quick blessing on you, please. And just do that exercise with all your heart. Nothing else. All right.
Thank you.
Christina, my dear friend. Anything in particular?
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Well, thank you. How's Steve?
Good, good. He's here, hanging out.
Hey. Anything in particular, my dear?
Said hello.
Hi, Steve.
So just a couple requests. I would like a Roto-Rooter.
Okay.
And Lily, the dog, has had some stomach issues for about a month now. And so, yeah, I mean, took her to the vet. Everything seems to be okay, but we don't know what's going on. So.
Okay. Let me ask a blessing on both.
Okay.
When did you change your food?
I just changed her food this week, but she's been on a boiled chicken and white rice diet for about 3 weeks and she's loving it.
I'm moving in.
Right?
No, I'm kidding. All right. Okay. And let's see what happens from that, from the changing. And just, it's pertaining, in my perception, I know nothing medically again, but in my perception, it's pertaining to the food.
Okay.
All right. And it might be a carryover to a different kind of food. Who knows? Get small bags to start and then just keep changing until you find a good quality.
Okay.
All righty, and for you. You need to hire Steve to massage right down in here for your neck up here.
I know, it's always, yes. When I get to have him, he's been working a lot of hours, so.
All right. Then let him hire you. All right.
There you go.
There you go. Steve will like that.
Yes,
He deserves it too.
he does, he does.
Ruth, hi, how are you, my dear?
Thank you, Mark.
My pleasure.
I am feeling better, and
Good.
the things that are complaining are now complaining loud and clear, and everything else has kind of subsided.
Good.
I had the stitches out from my chin on Friday, and it's totally healed up. But I'm supposed to keep a
Awesome.
bandage on 6 months, they said. I'm like, how do you do that?
You
Anyway,
won't need it for 6 months, believe me.
Yeah. Anyway.
You'll see in a couple
so-
weeks that it's so quickened in its healing. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's just kind of pink. My legs are still all black and blue. I had a bicycle accident, everyone, about
Right.
10 days ago. So, so I've got a painful spot on my back, which you don't need to bother with. It's a strain of the musculature that holds the ribs, but the ribs are not broken. So I found that out today.
Good.
So that's good.
Good.
And
That muscle was just, it was like stretched.
oh yeah.
Mm.
And I have an excuse not to do vacuuming.
Good woman. All right.
Okay. A couple of the bruises are acting strange, so I would ask that you could work on them. They have a huge lump in the middle where it's all yellow. The
Yeah.
purple is dissipated, but the yellow remains, and there's this humongous lump there. So
Yeah.
can you work on those?
Yes. You'll see that the lump gets less and less, but, and that is muscle.
Okay.
And so, I mean, it was injured.
I was
So,
figuring it was a bruised muscle. Yeah.
okay, in my perception, I know nothing
Yeah.
anatomically or otherwise, but
Yes.
all right. So let me work with that a little bit, please.
Great. Thank you.
Your healing is just happening so in such a quickened way, which is amazing. Totally
It
amazing.
better, because we've got a schedule of training to adhere to and a trip
Oh my
planned. So,
I thought the whole accident was to tell you never to do any more exercise.
oh no,
That's what I would interpret
not
it.
at all. It was to tell me not to run over sticks in the dark.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Thank you,
Blessings,
Mark.
my dear. Blessings. Wendy, please talk to me. Turn on your mic there. There you go. Hey. Hi.
So, for me, I guess for the last 9-10 years, I wake up in the morning and I am anxious and it doesn't seem to leave. I've been to, my doctors, I've endocrine, I've
Sure.
been And I am actually healing touch volunteer. So I've got Reiki, so I work on myself.
Oh,
And I've been to alternative doctors. I've been to my normal doctor. I'm on some medication, and I've had a lot of things happen to me over the time, and I know what happens. If too much starts happening, guess where it winds up? It winds up here. It winds
Yeah.
up here.
And it reminds you of your younger years with anxiety and everything else.
I guess so, but it's,
Yeah.
as you get older, I said,
I
is this
know.
it? Is this it? Is this, and I have,
No, it's the same thing that's always been. It's really no different. But in my personal experience, and what was shown to me when you first started talking was that years ago, when you were much younger in your teens, and you really created the loop for it to continue, it was really you interpreted it as the anxiousness, the anxiety, and the worry and the fear and everything else. But the reality that you didn't see was that that's really excitement that's not expressed.
interesting.
Yes.
My
Wonder-
father died on me. He died when I was 7. My mother died young. So, I've had a lot of people leave me.
Sure. And you're going to die too someday. And,
Oh, I am. Yeah.
and pass. Yeah. And so you want to pass that anxiety on to someone else so they can continue it for you?
No. Well, I'm also a Virgo, so I'm anal, and I'm, so I've got that.
There you go. That's the whole thing right there.
But it's just gotten worse, and I'm not
Yes.
working right now. And
Yeah, I can make it worse to help you, or I can help you by telling you what it is.
Okay.
And
I'll
what
let you know which I want.
yeah, and what it is what I just said, and it's really excitement that you haven't learned to express yet. The destructive aspect is the anxiety. The creative aspect is the excitement. So, an exercise, if you would like to try tonight when you're going to sleep, before you go to sleep, as you're going to sleep, picture yourself purposely. You can't wait to wake up the next morning to experience that excitement.
I'll try that. I can sleep. I get right to sleep. The problem is, as you get older, I wake up in the middle of the night
I didn't ask you if you couldn't
to
sleep.
go to the bathroom.
I didn't ask you if you couldn't sleep.
Okay.
All I asked you or suggested to you, I know, there it goes again. See,
I can't help it.
I wish- All right. All I suggested was to go to sleep tonight and picture yourself before you go to sleep in La La Land. Picture yourself. You just can't wait to wake up the next morning to experience the excitement of life.
Okay.
Watch what happens to that.
Okay. I will.
Let me ask a blessing on it if you don't mind.
Thank you. No, I don't mind at all. I can use them all.
And when you were younger, you used to hide in yourself a lot. And hiding is not expressing the excitements of life.
I was very shy and people thought I was stuck up. And as I got older, they go, no, I wasn't stuck up. I was
Nothing to
just
do
really
with that.
shy."
And everything in the hiding was to make excuses not to look at you or to have your attention.
Right. You nailed it.
So now anticipate waking up with all your heart. Anticipate waking up to find you just can't wait to wake up to find that excitement.
I'm going to write that down because I can't remember anything anymore.
There you go.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Namaste.
All right. Mary, please turn on your mic. There you go. Hi, hon.
Hi, Mark. Hi, sorry it's late, but I was supposed to be with you today as you're talking. This is, and I won't go into the story of why, but thank you. I've got to thank you what you said to Diana, and I have to just thank you what you just said. That's what I needed to hear tonight, because I'm, the thing about let my spiritual body act first to push that out. It's like, why am I not allowing myself to, I keep having this dizziness, vertigo, like my eyes won't focus right. And, you know, is it this? Okay, take the decongestants, which I've been taking for 6 weeks. And it's almost like I don't want to. It's like, can I just get out of this body, Lord? And why, you know, I don't find the excitement in life anymore. 2 things you said tonight, I'm like, oh God, Mary, there's the answer. But I don't know how to do it.
All right. One thing you can do, how often do you have the vertigo?
Oh, all the time. In the last,
Okay.
since March.
So what I'd like you to do is to put your head over the end of the bed. You know, like put your
Right.
whole head from your neck
Right.
to the end of the bed.
Oh God. Yeah.
And just relax your body when your whole bed, when you're laying flat with your
Yeah.
legs down.
Okay.
Don't bend your legs up, put your legs down. And one thing I like to suggest, because I don't know anything, you know, medically, whatever, but when you're laying like this with your head over, when you feel yourself relaxed enough, really quickly go like that.
Oh.
And then go the other way.
Okay.
For you, maybe there might be little calcium deposits that have developed in near the spinal column there,
Okay.
and that'll break them up
Okay.
if it does.
I'll try that. Okay. Okay. And this whole thing about the spiritual body, trust it, focus on it. You said trust your spiritual body, which my physical body was formed from. You were telling Diana that. Is there is that just a mental exercise? Is it just a prayer? Is it just a is it stop resisting coming from that spiritual presence? And and I really think, Mark,
Mary?
I've devoted so much of my life to this, and yet why
Mary?
do I seem to be regressing?
Mary?
Yes, dear.
Number one, we regress because we're trying to be a part of the world and fit in and identify.
Okay.
All right. But the true aspect of recognizing that the true being within you is learning to love yourself. And as we search for this thing inside, that's the true spiritual body, then we're relying on the divinity, the godliness to guide, direct in our lives. And that's where the conflict dissipates.
Okay.
In the emotional, the mental, and the physical, oftentimes. Not for everyone, but oftentimes. I hope this is good for you.
Thank you, dear.
My honor, my pleasure. All righty. And my dear friend Patty, yay!
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Patty.
Mark, I would love if you would work on my left hand. I don't know if it's muscle or tendon, but it's center of the hand and then it extends down the thumb.
Is it cramping up?
Yes.
Okay. And did you do the tonic water?
No, I do not do tonic water.
It has the quinine in it, which the body
Right.
needs to trigger that. If you can do, say,
Okay,
quarter a cup in, or 2 shot glasses or whatever, a quarter of a cup in the morning and a quarter of a cup at night for a few days. And then several days later, you may need to do it again after doing it for 3 days.
okay. I will certainly
Not
try
to
that. Thank
prescribe
you.
or anything like that, because I don't know anything. But I'm just
Right.
telling you. All righty. So hold out your hand. I was going to say, give it to me.
Here.
Thanks. Oh, all right. I'm feeling electricity going through. All right, move your hand around a little bit, Patty. Do you notice any difference yet? Be candid, please.
Big difference. It felt heavy. It felt like cool water. And then it felt like lighter, like it's empty.
That will help to instigate a better feeling from within you.
Thank you. A remarkable difference. Thank you so much.
You're awesome. Awesome. Does anyone hear that that sound?
Yes,
Every single time,
yes.
like a
Yes.
squeaking.
Yeah, I hear it.
Cool. Yeah, I don't hear it. I just know that other people do, and I was curious. All right. Let me see. Crystal, my dear, please, please, please.
I would just love to, I really love the blessing for peace. And I would love that, please.
You are peace. So have you talked to your dad?
No,
In how long?
a long time.
Would you mind doing that?
No. Did you pick up on something? I was looking at his, oh, this is really funny because I was just looking at his pictures. I pulled some pictures out, some really old pictures, because he passed a number of years ago. I think you've picked up on something, because I forgot about that. I was looking at his pictures and I was sending some of them to somebody else. And that's really, that's
Talk
really
to your
interesting.
dad.
I,
Talk to him. Talk to him.
oh, that's good, Mark. That's remarkable.
Remarkable. Get it? I resemble that remark. All right.
That one caught me off guard. That was really good.
Okay. Blessings.
Thank
Talk
you.
to your dad. Talk to him.
Okay.
All right. Awesome. Tomorrow, my dear, anything in particular, hon?
Yeah,
And
I
get
had,
back off to Jason.
okay. I had a doctor appointment today, and I know I've had Hashimoto's for a long time, and you know, she kind of addressed the leaky gut and some trauma in the liver and such. And so just kind of whatever you can help with that.
Yeah. All right. And also, did I ever tell you or you hear me mention to someone else about fiber caps?
Mm-mm.
Can you do fiber?
Yeah.
All right. I heard that if you go to Walgreens or you go to a health food store, you can get some fiber caps, fiber
Okay.
capsules. And I heard that if you do 2 or 3 according to your needs, that also helps to the abdominal cavity to remember.
Got it. I will.
All right. And meanwhile, let me work with you, hon. And you just relax. All right. Did you notice anything happening there? I'm just curious.
Not yet.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And please do keep me updated if you notice a little change or whatever. And,
Of course.
all right, good. And I really hope that I get to see you in an appointment when I go to Phoenix.
Yeah, I wrote it down, so I just have to. I'm gonna get
And-
online after this and make an appointment.
All right, good. And if you do decide to have one, then as soon as possible, contact Sue because they're going to fill up, and
Yeah.
you'll get your time
Okay.
you want. All right, good. All right. Thanks so much. And Janet, please, anything, my dear.
I don't know, it's the first time I've been part of this group, so
Awesome.
and it's been a while since I've seen you, Mark, or had any contact with you, so it's great to see you again.
How long has it been?
I've been trying to think about that. It could be 8 or 10 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, I went to one of your workshops and I'm trying to remember what year that was. It's been, I want to say at least 8 years, if not longer. So, yeah. But I've been part of your.
Thanks for being here. Anything in particular I can work with?
Well, I've been having this chronic challenge with my neck area on my left side, and even have I think it's from an old bike accident trauma, but it's also impacted the hearing on my left side.
Okay.
So if there's anything you could do to kind of shift that energy around, that would be greatly appreciated. So.
All right, what I'd like you to do is just to close your eyes for a moment. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something and you may sense an energetic in your head. Okay, hon?
Okay.
All right, one last thing. Also, there was a hit on the on your right side of your head. I don't know if you recall that. And it was from, you said, when did you have the bike accident?
I
How
was
many years ago?
9 years old.
Okay. And what I wanted, I was going to say, because I thought it was a few years ago, but that was 9. So there was also a few years ago a hit on the left side. Oh, excuse me, your right side, my left.
Okay. Okay.
And so, do you remember hitting it where it felt like real tender in here afterwards? Real tender. And it was right.
Don't recall anything on the right side, but it could have happened, and maybe it wasn't that severe where I may have just brushed it off, but
Right. And
yeah.
so that helped it to remember. How long have you been experiencing the hearing loss?
Since about 2005 that I've been aware of it. That's when the ringing in the ear started. So. Okay.
Now, if you were to notice any compared to, do you always have the ringing in the ears?
Yes, it's constant.
All right. Now, what is it like now compared to before? I'm curious.
It's still there, but it's not, how do I explain this? Instead of being like real concentrated, it's
good.
It's almost like more, pushed out a little bit.
All right, good. Now, here's an exercise for you that will really help you. If you can just focus on one ear, say starting off with your right ear, and just notice the ringing in that ear. Have all the ringing on the other side, like go through like a wisp of smoke, go through your head into the other side and hold it there.
It's only on the left side is the hearing
I
loss.
know.
Okay, go ahead.
I know. But what you want to do is balance it out to make it more even where it's not bothersome anymore.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to focus on, or we'll start with your left side.
Okay.
And listen to the ringing. Don't resist it. Listen to it. Then after you can culminate it after about 30 seconds, 15 seconds, and you'll have to keep doing this exercise. You can do it 5, 10, 50 times a day. It doesn't matter. Culminate it in the left ear. Then gently, like a wisp of smoke going through your head, pull it to the other ear.
Okay.
Make sense so far?
Yeah.
And hold it there as long as you can. The first time you may hold it for a second or 3 seconds. But as you practice doing that back and forth, one ear, then the other ear, then it's almost like it evaporates to all over you where it's much more subtle.
Okay.
And it won't bother you anymore.
Okay.
That's your exercise.
Okay. All right.
Capiche?
Capiche.
Means I love Starbucks in German. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Beatrice, please, my dear.
Hi, how are you doing?
Well, thank you. Please, anything in particular?
Yeah, so I wanted to see if I could get maybe an overall healing for my boyfriend. He's been having some health issues and things like that. So.
All right. Any in particular one item?
Well, he gets a lot of anxiety. I guess something to deal with that.
Yeah, and that also contributes to a lot of the other issues in the psyche. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
And part of it is an excuse, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
All right. Okay. All right, my dear. And
Thank
for you,
Yeah.
anything in particular? Name one thing.
Probably like the middle back.
Cut it off. No, I'm kidding.
Cut me in half.
If your eye offends you, pluck it out. All right.
Does that mean I get a new one though?
I don't know about that. The only thing that keeps coming to mind, as I worked, I watched it begin its healing, begin its healing. And, but I'm most curious, do you remember 9 and 13, when it's almost as though you had your breath taken away from you with experiences?
Like
Can you,
a date you're saying is
Uh,
9:13?
9 and 13 years of age.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure.
Okay, and that's fine if you can't, and
Mm.
that's fine. But those are like causals. They were like shock traumas to you. That's where this particular situation in your particular life applies.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Like for
it was-
that particular area, like the middle back.
yes.
Oh, okay. And so I kind of have to deal with that first.
No. Just with the back.
Okay.
I'm just bringing up causes, and you don't have to worry about the causes because that's in the past.
Right.
And now you're living in the future. And even though they pertain to it, they no longer have any other effect on you except for the physical. They don't. They're not part of the spiritual stuff that you have to work out or anything like that. You've already worked stuff out in your life.
Okay. Great.
So I'm curious to find out about your back later.
Yeah.
At some point.
Thank you.
All right, cool. Donna. Hey, Donna Bonner. Turn on your mic there. Can't hear you. Turn on your mic. Lower left-hand corner of the screen. There's a, should be something.
Actually, she's on a phone, so she could just swipe.
Oh, you can swipe if you're on the iPhone. There,
Yeah.
almost.
There we
There
go.
you
Is that better?
Yeah, hi.
Sorry, I've never used Zoom before.
Oh, it's fun. I don't know how to do it. Lynn is my assistant, and she lives thousands of miles away from me, and she does it all.
That's nice. Nice to meet you. If I have one thing, I am having huge problems with an overactive bladder, where I'm wetting myself sometimes, and it's just I'm wearing like adult diapers at the moment. They tried me on medication, and it didn't do anything. And then they tried shooting Botox into my bladder. It's supposed to help it relax, and that's still not doing anything. And I'm supposed to start learning pelvic exercises to strengthen the pelvic floor, but
Yes.
any help in that direction would be appreciated.
I will ask a blessing on you, and let's see what happens from that. And I'll work on your abdominal as well.
Oh, okay. All right.
Champagne can only come from champagne, right? If life and champagne appears any different, like champagne is bubbly and crisp, and like champagne, it deserves its own official region. Big presentation, the day where everything goes right. Speaks to most businesses and innovative cybersecurity to protect every device on it, all backed by a dedicated team 24/7. Every day in business is a big day. We'll keep you ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibility.
Let's see if that doesn't help, hon.
Okay, it feels, I got the feeling of like, it felt like it was lightening up in that area when you were working on it.
And let's see if it doesn't also strengthen the muscles in that area.
Okay. Oh, God. Thank you.
All
It
right.
would be a lifesaver if it helps with that. Thank you so much.
I pray so. Truly pray so. All right. And Lynn, please, anything in particular?
I would love a blessing for my younger brother.
Okay. Anything in particular or just in general?
He's actually going to be getting out of the hospital soon, so just to help him.
Got it. Yeah, it's more about quickening of finding his independence.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
If that
That's
makes
awesome.
sense.
It does. It does. And I just really pray the infection goes away.
Yes. Yeah. And it's part of the independence thing where he's not reliant.
Right. Okay. Yes, I totally get it now. Yes.
All right. And
Thank you.
my pleasure. My pleasure. Tomorrow, I hate to double dip, but I would also like to ask for a blessing for Jason's mom. Yes. She's in a lot of pain and hospice has brought her a bed today. Good. We're praying for her peace and comfort and know it is okay to let go and go. Okay. I totally get it. And there's many levels of peace in that tomorrow. Many levels. And she's going to them, which is awesome. All right, everyone. I'm really honored that you're here. Thank you so much. And I was able to get everyone today. If it gets a lot more people, I'll get as many as I can. With less dialogue from me. But and so that'll be the future. But please remember the events, and also remember if you want to give something from your heart on the website, please go ahead and do that. And Any final questions before we boogie? Anything I can try to answer? I hope you all experienced something tonight. That's my prayer. And that most people here, if not all, will experience some change. And that's all that matters to me. So I do keep that in mind, and please do keep that in mind yourself, that there will be some change, and whether it be fantastic or whatever. And if you do notice change, and if you want more support for that, please feel free to give me a call or email for an appointment. I'd be more than happy to work with you in more extents. So,
Mark,
blessing,
I have
please.
one question.
Please, Lindsay, real quickly.
So do you ever sense when a person is going to die?
Sometimes. All right, cool. Anything else I can try to answer before we boogie? Can't hear you, Donna. Your mic's off.
Hi. There. Sorry, I'm new at this stuff. Did you perform a healing circles in Des Plaines at one time in Illinois?
I sure in the heck did at the dance building.
I saw you there once.
That
This
was
is my second time.
years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yep. And I remember, what was it, Christina, about 50 to 250 people every week.
Yeah, it was a big group.
Hours.
God, that was when I was in my 20s.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Lindsay.
Ages ago.
That's right. Unbelievable.
Well,
All right.
thank you so much.
Blessings. And please come back next Tuesday for the circle. And this Wednesday is the, not this Wednesday, but the following week is the gathering. We have another one for questions and some healings. All right. And please get your questions ready. All right, everyone. Blessings to you. And I pray that you experience a lovely, lovely healing and recognition of that being within you that wants to come forth and live through you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
You're such
Thank
a
you, Mark.
blessing.
Thank you, Mark.